Hello and good evening, everybody. After a big full weekend of so much Civilization 6, we're coming in with the Sunday game. Tonight, we're gonna have the finals of the CWC Season 8 between Ulyss and Change of Circumstance. The boys from Change of Circumstance did manage to actually take over 2 wins away from Ulyss and in this third game, we're gonna need to see if Ulyss manages to come back. They did manage to inherit 1 game, and did get awarded 1 game because they did manage to come from the upper bracket. Also, thank you so much, by the way, for the follow. Much appreciated, Arjit. Thank you, sir. Nospan Goblin, good evening, sir. We got Rambling Man. Good evening, sir. Moonstrance has been hiding me from the beginning. Hello there, sir, and thank you so much for the 100 bits. We do have Guzakimbo. Good evening, sir. Project Cisco. Hello, sir. Good evening. I did also notice Dr. Stas. Hello, and good evening, sir. What do we have? Mactador Mundi. It's always a good sign to see you, sir. And the answer to your question, so it could be all over today if COC wins again. Yes. That is so true. It can be all over if COC manages to score this victory. We're going to need to see if Ulyss has the strength to come back here. Give me just a second over here so I can switch my sound settings because I do need to actually hear something. There we go. Bam. I do want to also say, Big Z, thank you so much for picking up that first promotion, and good evening, sir, and welcome. Bonsoir, Adireo, bienvenue. Let me actually switch down. Flying Conquest also, hello there, sir. I do see, we got Tommy, hello there, sir. Good evening. And get GB Smith too. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub, much appreciated, sir. Woohoo! Let's go. We do have in the staging room the boys getting ready to fight on the map of Pangea. Looks like they did tick off those other maps, and the first game was played on continents and islands. The second game was played on continents and islands. The first one was Highlands. Directly they went for a very big map, and culture victory come out from the fish. He got his name back. He will retain also his name after the second game. And did have the map being Pangea standard, which is being selected for today. In the active ban phase, it looks like we do have Phyrsos banning Hungary. We do have also Cleopatra, Ptolemaic, Zulu, and Scotland got taken down. On the roster of the teams, we do have Phyrsos on one side, we got Chuck on the on Ulyss, we got Astikos on Ulyss, and we do have Lege on Ulyss. On the other side, on COC, it looks like Khornie with Noob64, Mir, and Ben will show up today. No fish. No fish. There's no fish over here. He's taking a break from this. Okay, well, we're gonna need to see what's gonna happen today with very good players anyway showing up tonight for COC. We do have to see on the Pangea map how hard it will be, how much war we will have. Will they actually get to nukes and GTRs, or is this game gonna happen very swiftly? Just a settler being taken somewhere on the map. Somewhere else, a city is being also taken over, and then disaster strikes. You never know exactly what happens in these games. We do have Chandragupta coming up as the 5th ban. It looks like also Gorgo got taken down. We do have also a few pre-game bans over here. Give me a second because I only remember Lincoln, Khmer, Sejong, and Sweden. Let me actually write them down over here. So we do get them. Totally forgot about this. I got myself thinking about something else, and then bam, this came, and there we go. Pre-game bans. Let me actually put them in the chat over here so it's visible. There we go. So Lincoln, Khmer, Sejong, Korea, and Sweden not able to be part of the game because they did decide this is these are a bit too overpowered for this game. In the picks, we do have Phyrsos speaking first, and it looks like he will go for Gran Colombia. Simon Bolivar showing up here with his Llaneros. A lot of the times we've seen actually Simon be very aggressive when it comes to Pangea maps because he does tend to get an army really quickly. He doesn't really need an encampment. He already will get a commandant general whatever happens, right? Every era, poof, he just spawns one in existence. And well, he's making use of that not spend production on the encampments to actually build up his horses, get more army, get more archers, and so on and so forth, or another city or two and stuff like that. We do have Ben going for Teddy Roosevelt, the Rough Rider, and he will have America to reign over here, reign supreme on the map. We do have him with an amazing attack when it comes to those Rough Riders. Industrial era, I think that's Industrial era. We do have him with a very good plane, the P-51 Mustang, but one of the most important things is that extra damage that he's getting per player era reached by technologies or Civ6, which can amount to a maximum of +5. We do have Muir also going for Cleopatra, Egyptian. This is basically a gold generator over there. We're going to need to see if Muir is going to get that safety, but to be honest, I don't think actually Muir is going to play it. I'm thinking more Khornie is going to want to take a stab at it, or a Loop 64, something like that. Oh, hello there, Pizzaro. Good evening, sir. I knew I was seeing something, and let me actually turn this up. Also, guten Abend, Klausdin. Willkommen. We do have Chuck needing to actually finish his draft over here with the second choice of Ulyss, and of course on one side, well, we do have Simon Bolivar, which is a very good war civilization. We're going to need to see if Chuck is going to go a different direction this time with his second pick. Maybe we're going to see no, that's sticking to the flexible civilizations. We do have him choosing Trajan here, and it looks like Chuck might actually want to get Trajan in the game. The flexibility of Rome is unmatched, I should say. It's amazing to actually see Rome in action most of the time, and we're going to need to see how it actually fares this time. Have you? Oh my god, man. I was watching that game on a Saturday yesterday. Unbelievable. Yes, more games like that. Yeah, we do have also the next ban phase started up. As usual, we do have another 4 bans that they need to take out in a 1-1-1-1 order, and then we're gonna have the remaining 4 picks in the game. Now, it's very important for the players to try to get themselves an advantage when it comes to banning the civilizations they know that opponents might actually want, or might actually be a bit too much for this map. Well, depending on the map. Now, this is Pangea, but sometimes we're talking about continents and islands, sometimes we're talking about primordial, highlands, and so on. Each of them actually has different civilizations that do tend to shine on that map versus the other map, on a map versus another map. And we do have Nubia taken down here in the active ban phase, and this is a bit of a surprise. Yes, we've seen actually Nubia in a few streams, and I can't say it's a bad Civ, or don't get me wrong, it's actually a pretty good Civ, but we don't actually see it appearing in the ban phase or in the pick phase in the very, very like top to competitive games. They try it in the trainings, they try it in the FFAs, in the normal games, in the normal teamworks, but we have yet to see it being played out more. I think the last time we've seen Nubia in the game was what? Astikos? That amazing Astikos defense against Immortals. He showed us all that he can do it. Oh my god, he did it. Yeah. Anyway, we got Shadrakupta over here. India also taken away. This well, might be a targeted ban against Ben. He really likes his Gandhi. Cree in yeah. Cries in Varu. Cries in Varu, wow. How do you cry in Varu, man? Anyway, we do have Catherine de Medici, the Black Queen, also taken down, and they're not going to be able to pick it. But we've seen actually Eleanor making a little bit of a resurgence. More and more players are starting to pick it, even though again on the Pangea Standard Ridges map, I don't believe Eleanor is one of the best that you can pick. It looks like also they took out Korea, so both Koreas are not available for the players, either Seondok or Sejong. Now they did manage to finish the next 4 bans, the last 4 bans, so we're gonna see them start picking, and Noob64 is gonna need to pick their third civilization for COC, and he is gonna go again for Tomaris. Whoa, wait a second. How many times do we see Scythia starting to appear in the games right now? Like, very nice. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited. I want to see more Saka Horsaches. The last game, for example, this actually opens up a doorway for me to actually talk a little bit what Fish did. Fish against Hazagi in the last game. Tomaris over here did manage to take a city away from Hazagi in the early stage, and then bam, finish the job with more and more attacks. Yeah, it happens, you know, like those. What can I say? Tomaris over here, especially in the early game, has that amazing advantage of the extra damage, and also the heal popping off is gold. I can't stress that enough. You don't need to know a little bit how to play it, as in exactly in what order you should actually shoot with your units, and what you should prioritize to actually take the kill and so on. But still, it's relatively straightforward civilization. It's quite a challenge to actually get it to sim to mid to late game, because yeah, well, not many simming bonuses. His Kurgan, which is okay-ish, don't get me wrong, but still, you know, not perfect. Astikos, it looks like he's gonna go for Tamar. We do have the tickets coming into the game with Phyrsos, a very strong medieval unit that does replace the men-at-arms, and it won't care about the heals. He can just move all over the place. It's amazing. We do need to see if they're also going to pick Tamar for the city-state control. I would assume so, but I would also assume they might actually think of, I would say, countering this with something like Pericles over here. This, well, it's still an option on the table, and we've seen last time how Task for Fish did very well with Pericles. We're going to need to see if he's going to do it again, or somebody else is going to do it again, actually. Ulyss needs to get some gold generator. Yeah, well, they are getting Pound Maker here. The last pick on the table, it looks like it is going to be a gold generator. Pound Maker does start up with his commercials, and usually he does have quite a few trade routes. If he gets lucky in the capital to actually have multiple pasture scams, that will be amazing for him. We're gonna see him get a lot of bonuses from that in terms of food and in terms of gold. We do need to see also how Khornie is gonna finish the draft over here, especially with Tamar on the other side. They will have a problem controlling the city states, and you might not think that's important, but definitely a city state it does make a lot of difference, especially when you're talking about these little differences between the players. You've seen how good they are when you're talking about each and every one of them thinking how to approach a situation, how to get their infrastructure going, how to get the logistics going, how to get a lot of things going. And yes, sometimes they do take chances, they do try out things, and oh my god, this is one of those times. We got Basil the Second, guys. Their response to somebody else having a religion is get somebody to take out that religion. We got Basil the Second here. Oh yes, okay. So Tamar is with Cleopatra and Rough Rider should actually generate enough gold. So Basil the Second over here gets his attacks going with the tag boss. Usually Basil the Second is actually a gold gobbler. He is not actually generating that much gold. But anyway, we do have Phyrsos with Simon Bolivar. Looks like we do need to give them a few minutes to actually flip their swap their slots in the lobby, so they can get their desired advantage for the civilization they want. So sometimes they will prioritize, for example, the merchants, sometimes we'll prioritize the great people of the culture kind, sometimes we will have generals and so on. We do need to see what are they gonna end up on. So let's see, Phyrsos over here with Simon Bolivar, he still didn't move. We do have Ben on Teddy Rough Rider, again still didn't move. Noob 64 on Cleopatra didn't move. Chuck did switch to Trajan, and I guess wait a second, we got Rome Rome and Basil the Second and Basil the Second. Oh my god, is this gonna be one of those games, guys? Okay, there we go. Miel is breaking the pact over here, and he's gonna switch to Tamar. Khornie is gonna be the one with Basil the Second. We do have Astikos switching to Simon Bolivar. And it looks like Phyrsos is the one with a Pound Maker. We do have Ben on Teddy Rough Rider, Noob 64 sitting on Cleopatra. Okay, so they are actually going to play this. Interesting. Ben, we've seen him multiple times to actually play Cleopatra and liking it. So it's a bit of a surprise that he actually switched to Rough Rider. But I guess he wants to be a bit more rough in this game, you know. He's going to try to do a little bit more. Okay. I mean, let's see. This is their opportunity, COC's opportunity to win the finals right here, right now on this game. If they do lose this game, we're gonna see a fourth game to actually decide what's going on, because at the moment it's 2-1 for COC. Oh my god, Ulyss is in trouble. I gotta say, it's all hanging on this Pangea Standard Ridges. Pangea Standard Ridges does actually give you quite a few options to keep a distance between you and your opponent. Maybe we're gonna have some mountains. The mountains do spawn according to the continent splits alongside the ridges, and we will probably gonna see them having the opportunity to defend behind those ridges, to try to use the mountain chokes to their advantage and so on. But a lot of the times on Pangea, usually you don't have that much distance between you and your opponent if there's no natural barrier between you, like either a water body or a mountain. So yeah, you can get everywhere. And so this is why they actually pick civilizations that can actually hold that little bit of aggression at the beginning of the game. We do have over here multiple civilizations that do have extra damage points at the beginning of the game, or they can get extra damage points according to different things that they do in the game or the eras they discover. Loading into the first map, let's actually put the remap prediction over here. How many remaps? 0, 1, 2. Let's put it for 5 minutes. Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. So we do have a prediction right now on how many remaps we will have during the game. Each team does have a remap token to use, and at turn 10 we're gonna have them pause the game, and we're gonna need to see if they do seem interested in actually getting this remap going or not. We do have America over here with his some mountains on the east side, a +3 campus over there, Yosemite to the south. Ooh, oh my god, Ben over here. Oh yes, Yosemite to the south with very good tiles actually on Yosemite. 3-3-2-2s with some 3-2-1-1s, 3-2-1-1s. Oh, very nice, very nice. Two possible cities that he can place with a well, one with freshwater, one is coastal. He's just gonna have one added housing. We do have him also decent distance away from his opponents. Looks like to the north he's gonna have Byzantium, which is gonna be his ally, and to the east side he's gonna have Scythia, which is Muel, again his ally. So we're probably gonna see a free sim over here. Oh my god, wait a second, free sim America, guys. Okay. I mean, I feel a tingle right now. I know we've talked a lot about the culture victory, and oh my god, it might happen again. We're gonna need to see what they're gonna do. We do have Georgia over here, actually, to the south of Scythia, and by the looks of it, Georgia with Tbilisi, he's gonna get his geothermal fissure to give him some adjacency towards the campus at some point. He does have actually two very good campuses over here, a +5 to the northwest and another +5 to the northeast, and another +5 over there on the copper tile. Whoa, that's a lot of science. I'm pretty sure we're gonna need to see how he's gonna want to approach getting his monumentality, or even if he does want a monumentality. We've seen actually strategies being played out with Georgia in different ways on different branches of development. We do have Tbilisi getting his scout out, and it looks like good mountains for adjacency not only to holy sites but also to campuses. Pokrovka, let's see, 2-2 base. He does have his horse to the southwest. Looks like he's also gonna have pretty good second settlers over here to the southeast. 2-2 base with ivory and bananas to work. Why not? He's actually gonna put his city right in the face of Georgia with another possible city over here to actually get a little bit closer to Chuck. They are opponents, so I'm pretty sure Muriel is gonna try to find a target with Scythia, and will need to judge if he actually wants to go to war, and at what moment of the game he actually wants to go against his opponent. We do need to take a look over here. Do we have anybody? Yes, we actually have somebody. It is Cree past the mountains. It looks like there's going to be a big natural barrier between him and Scythia. We're probably going to see Cree try to develop his cities as much as possible on the east side of these mountains, to the north, to the northeast, to the east side, and maybe a little bit to the south, maybe even take over Brussels at some point. We do have Phyrsos with only 1 and a 2 and a 3, 4. Okay, I mean 4 is not bad. They're very expensive, but 4 is not bad to actually have that extra gold and food into your trade routes. We do have, and of course into your cities. We do have quite a few cities for him to settle. One to the north next to a geothermal fissure. He does have actually continent splits over here. There are 3 continents to the west side. Moving to the south, we do have Gran Colombia benefiting from a wine tile. That's a 3-2-1 right next to his capital. Also, he can couple this 1-3-1 amber for some extra gold and culture at the same time. We do have him starting to scout, and it looks like he's gonna choose to go to the east. He already knows Tbilisi is gonna get a scout out, and they're probably gonna breach the vision between them with that scout. We do have Astikos over here right next to Chuck, so they are okay. They're together over here. Bogota can actually settle an easy city to the northwest, benefiting from that extra faith, and another one to the northeast that's next to the banana. And actually pretty good second cities over here. Not like the ones in the south are not amazing, but the second settlers and the third settlers are actually okay-ish. Extra food, extra resources. Yeah, not bad. Very bad Uluru though. Very bad Uluru. Oh, this is bad. Anyway, a third city city can be set over here. We do have Egypt, Rakedet coming up with a 211 Amber. I do see him with a 311 Fertile, not a lot of production on those tiles, and I'm pretty sure he's going to want to work his 2-2. We do have him actually with a decent amount of floods, floodable terrain over here, floodplains, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, that location, and then he's going to have a lot of like 8 or 9 in the north. Not bad actually to get Lady of the Reeds and Marshes in this location. He's also going to be close to Cree, which might cause a little bit of well, tension between Noob 64 and Mickey Civ6. To be honest, the land is not that hard to pass. In between them, there are quite a few flat tiles that you can use to increase your speed. And last but not least, let's actually see who's the Rome. Who's the Rome? Lege is gonna play Rome. Oh my god, he's on a tiny corner again. Well, it's not that tiny, but still, you know what I mean. He again drew the short straw. He has a scout coming out from Rome. Looks like he got an extra recon unit. Well, there is some light at the end of the tunnel, you know. Civilization gods giveth and civilization gods take it away. We do have a builder coming up over here in Rome. It looks like his scout is going to start to go to the southwest. And I do see he has his warriors into the same direction. You don't actually need to get more scouts if you actually see to the north you're not going to have land, to the east you're not going to have land, you're going to have water, and you don't have like multiple directions into where do you want to send those scouts or units. I mean, don't send them, just don't build them. And good choice actually to change to a builder so he can get some tiles improved over here, giving himself a little bit of extra tempo. Well, we do have on the west side Washington also getting his scout out. Let me actually catch up with chat over here. Good afternoon, ma'am. Hello there, Linda. How are you doing? I think one of the Ulyss players likes Nubia. I'm pretty sure Astikos really likes Nubia. If you ask me, I'm pretty sure Astikos really likes Nubia. Iron Class, hello there, sir. Good evening. Good evening. Will you cast? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Actually, CCC is my last cast before I'm gonna take a 1 week break, because oh my god, I need to slow down a little bit. I'm gonna come up with renewed energy and we're gonna see from there. And we do have Tbilisi coming up with a certain importance. Looks like, of course, Gobustan tiles to the northwest is gonna give him the opportunity to get a city there quite quickly. He's starting to scout through the north between the mountains, and well, one of the things of Gobustan here, you actually need a lot of food. He might try to settle the stone and try to get that rice tile worked so he can actually get the food necessary for the Gobustan tiles. I don't see extra food in the south. I guess if he actually settles on the lake, he can get another rice tile over there worked to the north, which is going to be actually a 5 food. Oh, yeah, that's definitely better. That's definitely better. Anyway, we're going to need to see how aggressive they will be, and of course, if they will keep this map or not, because it is quite possible that they might not keep it. You know, it is what it is. Let's see. Egypt over here. Okay, I do see him getting his settler out in 2 turns. He's not getting bullied over here by Cree at the moment. We do have some Okchitaus getting out, but it looks like Phyrsos is still busy discovering his territory, and of course he knows about the south over here. He never actually saw there's an exit to the west side, and his exit to the west side to the north is very, very far up north in the snow over here in the tundra, where he's going to need to go across towards the west side. We do have Gran Colombia getting his settler out quite fast over here with the extra food and extra production that he benefited from. He's gonna need to make a choice, and it looks like his choice would be, first of all, to get a scout out. Very, very good move over here coming up from Astikos. He definitely needed to escort his settler. He doesn't know exactly what might pop out from forest or from behind hills, so he should be safe with this. It looks like he's also gonna send his settlers to the west side. I do want to see where is he going. Oh, we don't actually have he's moving at turn by turn. Okay, I mean, makes sense. You know, you gotta be careful with these units. I think both teams will want a remap. Rome and Egypt would want better placement. At least he's not against a heroic Tamar. Yeah, well, let's see. Let's see if Chuck over here is gonna get this going. I gotta say, we've seen actually Chuck play Tamar after it got the update with the extra culture coming up on its Seekers, which is a very good, by the way, addition to the civilization. But yeah, he did shine with it. Yeah, I gotta say, he did shine with it. Let's actually take a look if he's gonna get to repeat that experiment that happened over there. You know, a lot of the times civilizations do require a little bit of like land to help them out, push them a little bit across across the line. We do have 10 out of 250 turns, and it looks like finally the Cree Occidentals are starting to meet Egypt, and he's gonna know exactly what his opponent is, or at least from what direction he's gonna come from. They do see the loyalty now between them because they did meet, and well, it does look like Rome will know on the east side as well. He's gonna get the memo that Egypt is between them. This might cause a bit of a stir over here. One of the things that is good for Shedet is the land over here is not really conducive to moving a large army. It's gonna take so long to actually get this going towards Rakedet, and of course through a one-tile chokes that can be defended and plugged and so on, it's gonna be a bit of an uphill battle. We do have the remap vote going on, and it looks like in the chat already Monstrat is calling it out. Both teams will want to remap this position. So let me actually reiterate over here what we have on the on one team on COC. We're gonna have America with with Byzantium, with Scythia clumped up together, and Egypt on the other side of the map. On the other side, let's actually take a look. It's Lege in the top right corner. We do have over here Cree to the west side. We do have also to the south Gran, Colombia, and Tamar right next to each other. So they're pretty clumped with COC member right between them. That is Egypt. That is Ben. That's actually going to be quite a challenge for Ben. And if they do decide to actually keep this map, this is going to be quite a challenge. We do need to see if in the next 10 seconds we're gonna have that answer some way, form or another. We're actually gonna see there we go. Yeah, they didn't want to throw Ben under the bus, and I can totally get it. Like, this was very good land for Teddy Rough Rider. This was very good land for everybody, but if they do lose one member, that's so hard to come back from. That is so hard to come back from. Like, this Teddy Rough Rider land is amazing over here. Wait, Ben, not Ben. Who is it? Sorry, Noob. They didn't want to throw Noob under the bus. I was talking about Cleopatra. So Ben over here, I guess, well, he's not going to get to benefit from that awesome land over there. It is what it is. Rambler man, tick bug a map. Tick bug map? No, especially Ben is their gold generator. Yeah, Egypt, yes, Egypt. Sorry. So Egypt is Noob 64, and Ben is was America. I'm sorry, got. I don't know why I thought that Ben. Again, my mind is like Egypt, Ben. You know, they're connected over there, so I need to disconnect them a little bit and reset. Yeah, Cleopatra. Well, to be honest, makes sense, right? Egypt over there, all alone against 4 opponents, and the two of them are actually quite aggressive with Cree and Gran Colombia right next to you. Rome a little bit to the top right over there. Anyway, we do have the new map started up, and we're gonna need to see how the new map will look like now that COC did use the remap token. We only have one remaining, that's on Ulyss, and we're gonna need to see if they will actually deem this map, this next map generated okay for them, or they will think they will need to relobby as well, as in remap as well. Whoa, this looks like two birds talking. The standing up on the legs over there, just talking. I don't know, man. Anyway, we do have America to the northwest. Looks like Ben is gonna have his fresh water coming up from those, that river spanning to the south. He's gonna also have quite a few lakes, sorry, not lakes, mountains over here, and it looks like he's again next to Byzantium. To his east this time he's actually gonna have an opponent in the form of a Lege, and to be honest, Lege at least this time is gonna have good land. Like, compared to the last time, this is actually good land. He's gonna have rivers, he's gonna have lakes, he's gonna have a lot of territory to spawn cities. We do have Ben with his settler needing to decide if he's actually going to stay on the coast or stay in place. We do have him with a possibility of actually moving across that river for extra faith point from the beginning. I believe that's actually a tobacco tile, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, that is a tobacco tile. We do have him with some cocoa to the east side, and of course it looks like he's not going to have enough space to settle another city if he doesn't actually move to the north. He's going to need to go coast a little bit and then come back to this river, because the mountains are going to block his choices. We do have Eagle as a wonder to the southwest, which does give away fresh water, and it might actually help him set a connection city to the south. Now we do have Byzantium also with his settler on a coastal spawn, not really the best thing that you can have, but yeah, sure, can work. We do have him with possible other settlers, but to be honest, there's nothing extremely good about this. He does have some cocoa tiles to the northwest to get some gold generated. I do see a settle over here on a tobacco tile, but there's like no 2-2 around it, and he's gonna need to buy them out from the north. Not really ideal. To the south, again, a coastal spawn, which is okay-ish, 2-3 tiles and 2-2 tiles. I don't know what happened. Oh, that's a deer tile. That's a 2-3 deer tile. Okay. Well, we're going to need to see how he's going to get his sim done. And of course, if he is going to have a target, let's actually take a look. Does he? Yes, he does actually. We do have Byzantium that can go against Cree. We do have Cree over here played by Phyrsos tonight. Let's actually take a look at his pastures. We got 1 and a 2, 3 with a camp over there to the west side. And that's about it. That's not that big of a bonus. And it does look like, of course, Phyrsos is definitely thinking if he needs to move or just settle in place. We do have him with possible settle on the cocoa tile to the northwest to get that amenity going and the extra gold, and he's definitely not far away from Constantinople. He's like a city away from actually hitting Constantinople over here. Now I'm pretty sure in both of them are actually going to try to get advantages from settling and trying to get the land between them. We're going to need to see how aggressive or defensive Phyrsos will be against Byzantium. Byzantium does have that ability of taking down units and then spreading, popping a religious bomb over there, just converting the cities around it in a circle of amazingness. So yeah, that actually causes quite a bit of a problem, especially if you couple that with Crusade. I mean, yeah, just pop that extra +5 everywhere, man. Yeah. Anyway, we do have Rome coming up with his city with a 3-1 base. He does have a scout coming up in 3, and it looks like he's gonna have a pretty good second settle to the northeast, a good east settle to the west. But to be honest, I'm not sure if that would be a good idea to get the harbor going. I would actually prefer to go inland and get that tobacco tile worked, and of course from underneath my settle to get the extra faith generated. We do have him with some turtle tiles to the northeast, and it does seem like he's gonna be quite a distance away from Scythia, but in attackable range, especially through the north. If Scythia does manage to get this choke point controlled over here, he can pass units and they're gonna get very quickly to Rome's territory, especially since Scythia does usually prefer to play with cav units, archer cav units and so on. And we do have Scythia Pokrovka with a 2-2 sheep tile. He has a 3-1 sheep tile, and I do see him benefiting from a 3-2 banana. We do have him also with a very good incentive to actually go to the northwest. That's a good city. He has another good city to the east side, which will benefit from spices, from truffles maybe, depending on where he places it. We do also see him actually very close to Noob 64. They can set up some trade routes over here between them, and of course Egypt trade routes are legendary. That extra gold over there is going to be massive. We do need to see how Noob 64 is also going to try to take advantage of his territory. You do see he has some one-tile chokes that he can close to stop any kind of attack from Gran Colombia, at least at the beginning of the game. We do have Rakedet with the first flood, and it looks like he's also going to benefit from a lot of food from the rice tile there to the northwest. He's going to need to buy out some tiles over here because he will probably grow a little bit faster than you want to. And of course the 2-2s are going to be the preferred choice, or ideally you wanted to have 1-3s if you want to couple it with so much food. Now we do have a scout coming up in 2 turns there. He has extra settles to the south, no problem. Some more spices to improve. I do see diamonds here for the extra gold, and it looks like the mountains are going to provide him an amazing protection. Guys, they cannot reach Egypt. Like, Egypt closes the north, he closes the east over here. There's only 1 tile, then 2 tiles over here, and 1 tile over here that nobody's gonna come through. Like, come on, let's be real. Nobody's gonna actually go here, right? They're gonna come here. This is unbelievable. He's living in a bubble. We do have Noob 634 living in a bubble. Looks like Tbilisi is gonna get to benefit from Mount Roraima to the northwest, and I'm actually quite curious if he scouted it. No, he did not. Well, we do need to see where this scout is actually gonna go. And oh my god, he's actually going northeast. Guys, it's gonna happen again. Is this gonna happen again? Zimon, hello there, sir. Hello there, hello sir. How are you doing? Good evening, good evening. Dito the cat, also good evening, sir. Khornie is pretty flush with tribal villages, yeah. Also AC Black, good evening. Hello there, sir. Does Ben have technical remap? Ben. Wait, no. Ben on Rough Rider? No. He can settle the cities. He can settle the cities. It's fine. Two other cities before shipbuilding. Guzakimba, what my Pangea is this? This is Pangea SR. Let me actually. Oh, totally forgot to actually change that. Let me actually change that really quickly over here. So it's Pangea standard ridges. And yeah, SR. There we go. Pangea standard ridges. Okay, yeah, Narorema, well, it looks like Chuck over here might not actually ever get to see it. Unfortunately, it looks like he's scouting in the wrong direction. And let me actually take a look over here. No, we don't have vision over that. And looking at Chuck over here, he's going to the northeast. He did manage to get a builder, but he's gonna find it. He's gonna find it with the warrior. He's moving to the north, and he's gonna find the one tile onto the southwest of Mount Rorema. Okay, I mean, sure, that's something. We do see him getting his settler coming up in 5 turns, and it does seem like we do need to move a little bit to Gran Colombia. Gran Colombia benefits from dice style from the beginning. He's gonna get his pantheon really quickly here, and a second possible city to the southwest, which again will give him a possibility to get another point of faith or 2 points of faith from the dice styles. Has giant causeway to the south, and well, his only attack possible it can be against Egypt over here against the west side. It's not really on the way, but it's not far out of the way. So we're going to see if Gran Colombia is going to try to take advantage of the giant causeway bonuses on his units. We do have settler coming up in 4 turns here from Bogota, and I do see he has 3 scouts that are moving in a line over here to the southwest, trying to clean up all of the land. Oh my god, Astikos got his broom out. Is Pangea standard, right? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Good evening, sir. Hello, just managed to log in. Seems I'm right on time. Looking forward to see some Civ excitement. Nightmare. Hello there, sir. And good evening. We do have the third game coming up between Change of Circumstance and Ulyss in the CWC Season 8 Finals. And we're going to need to see who's going to get this win. And if COC wins, they get the championship, the cup. If Ulyss wins, we're gonna have a 4th game, and we're gonna need to see the decider of this finals. We do have Byzantium putting down his holy site. It looks like he's also gonna get to improve his horse soon. We do have a settler coming up there in 110. Washington to the north also getting his settler out. They did not meet each other yet. Khornie, well, actually, wait a second, they're allies, so they just needed to split the land. It's fine. See the land, I should say. Cree over here might meet America. They are opponents, Phyrsos and Ben. And to be honest, this is actually a good matchup, an interesting matchup. We do have Washington that is not coastal, and I don't think he's actually gonna want to go coastal. But saying that and then seeing what's going on over here, it kind of feels like he's gonna go coastal, and he's gonna go coastal directly into Rome's territory here. I mean, he can use his capital to try to put a harbor out if he decides to actually full dedicate to his boats to try to take out the Roman capital, or he's gonna try to do some half measures from his newly found city to the east side. Well, at least he's gonna get some cocoa tiles, some extra gold from the cocoa tiles. We're turn 9, so we're very close to a decision if this is gonna be the map or not. Ulyss is actually gonna need to decide this. Deformed elephant with a skinny belly and huge lol. What are you talking about over there? I think Cree not die Ulyss advantage position. Kubrick is telling us. It might be. Cree, yeah, he might have a very good position over here with an ally to the north. He's also a decent amount of distance away from his opponents, but he's gonna have to meet Rough Riders and probably some Tagmas on the battlefield. That's not gonna be easy for Phyrsos to actually withstand 2 opponents over here. But sure, he's probably not gonna get his normal game, as in get that gold generated going, go and get his commercials up and so on. Okay, we do have a war declaration being sent between them, and they're trying to figure out the loyalties of each other so they can actually see where they are on the map. Looking at this, we do have 2 and 2. We do have America with Byzantium, we do have Scythia with Egypt, and then on the other side we do have Gran Colombia with Tamar and Cree with Rome. To be honest, not I mean, both of them can actually trade. They can't trade on the water though. Maybe Georgia can set up some coastal trade routes with Bogota at some point on the outside, but I guess well, they're gonna need to figure it out. Now Ulyss has the decision. They are the only ones benefiting from a remap token at this point in time. Also, yay, basic. Yeah, it is in the game. Yeah. Okay, 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Let's go. Let's see what's the verdict over here. And this is it. This is it. Phyrsos is gonna go against two of his opponents. We're gonna have America to the north and Byzantium to the west side. We do have Rome to the north as well, and we're going to need to see how active Lege will be and what kind of activity is gonna want to put on the map over here against America. We do have Scythia over here with the possibility, well, to try to get to Sim. Looks like Rome is coming in towards his settler, and Mule is not aware of this. There is a possibility for, of course, Mule to try to go towards Rome, but now if the scout is gonna get this settler, this is gonna be a disaster for Mule. We do have Mule getting another settler coming up in 4 turns, and his units that needed to actually escort that settler are not even close. One of the good things is this Roman scout doesn't actually have a promotion, so he can move really quickly. And oh my god, Mule, what are you doing, bro? He actually, wait, he had a waypoint on. Oh no, Mule, go back. Do not shift enter. Can you imagine if you actually shift enter this settler over there, right in the face of that scout? Here, take it. What is this? Oh my god. Anyway, now Ulyss just started the best of 5 with a win. Yes, indeed. Jack, good evening, sir. And yes, this is unbelievable what Mule is doing over here. But anyway, we're probably gonna... Oh my god, no, he didn't change it. He didn't change the waypoint. I can't move away from this. This is too much of a moment over here. He still didn't change it. Is Mule FK? I hope not. Okay, he saw it. He saw it. And he's like, nope, I'm not doing that, boys. Yeah, and now he's gonna shift. It's fine. He doesn't even need to shift enter because that scout doesn't have movement. Okay, crisis averted, guys. Now we do have Etemenanki being built in Rakedet. Looks like actually Gran Colombia can step on it and try to slow down Egypt over here from building it. And we do have Lady of the Region Marches already picked up by Rakedet as a pantheon, and he's getting that extra production going. A lot of floodable terrain tiles here to the west, to the south, to the north. We do have in the south also by the looks of it, Georgia coming up with his improvement, and it looks like the first city of Gori did get settled to the north, benefiting from that awesome tile from Mount Roraima. He does have some stone tiles to the northwest, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to get there. He's also getting right in the face of his opponent. Noob 64 will need to close up these chokes, and it looks like he's not gonna benefit yet from an army to try, or even units, any kind of unit, like even slingers or scouts. He's just not gonna benefit from them, and he's gonna be overwhelmed in sheer numbers by his opponent's units. Let's actually talk quickly about the strategic resources, and let's actually finish also the prediction over here. Give me a second so I can click on buttons and choose outcome. It's gonna be 1 remap tonight, and that is it. After, we're gonna talk about what did happen during the game, the early game. We're also gonna have to put that prediction up on who's gonna win this game. Third game in this best of 5 series of the finals of the CWC season 8. And we do have another setter coming up from Washington. Looks like he's gonna have access to an iron tile to the northwest in the first ring, horses in the second ring, easy to acquire, easy to improve. And we do have him settling on the coast to the east side, while Rome did settle inland. We're gonna need to see if America over here is gonna get a boat out to see exactly what's on his coast, or keep on expanding his vision to his east side. He does not know what he does not know. That's a problem. We do have in the south also Byzantium benefiting from 2 holy sites. One of them is getting built right now. We do have him with 3 bananas and deer tiles. I do see him also benefiting from an iron tile in the second ring to the north, and his horses are nowhere to be seen. It might be just that one of these holy sites is on a horse tile, to be honest. I'm not sure if the second one or the third one, but anyway, he does have some more horses to the southeast, and we're going to need to see what kind of strategy he's going to want to pick against Cree over here. I'm pretty sure Cree will need an encampment. He's going to have a hard time going against both of these players. Phyrsos with builder starting to improve his territory. He did actually get a Mickey up here for a 3-2 with a sheep tile, improved to a 3-2 as well for that extra food. He's getting his settler out in 1 turn from his capital city, Mikisi, and I do see he's gonna benefit from quite a few good cities to settle. I would say actually the east side over here with the 3-2 bananas would be quite amazing. He can actually close the gap to the north also towards Rome, and there's so much land over here to the south for him to keep on expanding in a relative safety. Now we do have also him benefiting from an iron tile in the third ring, horses, third ring, also very expensive tiles over here. At least he's gonna get some extra gold from his settles. The cocoa tile settle on the Mistahisipic city does seem like it's a good choice. We do have Rome getting another settler out. Coming up next turn, we do have traders coming around from Antium. He did settle on the tobacco tile, so he's gonna get that faith per turn whatever happens. He is right now on 1 faith a turn. He's actually not working the God King card for the extra faith per turn. He's working the production card, which does allow him to build the stuff a little bit faster. Now we do have him actually trying to get the boat out, and it looks like he's going to be much faster than America is going to get the boat out. America does not know yet about Rome, and if Rome starts to bounce against the city of New York over here with a galley catching it in 10 strength, that's going to be quite a problem for Teddy Rough Rider. We do have horses in the second city of Antium, and it does look like he's going to get them in the second ring. The iron tile is going to be 3 tiles out from Rome. It's a bit further away than ideal, and he does have, as you can see over here, a decent amount of land to the east side, but then we do have Scythia there, and he needs to be careful about Scythia. Now we do have also the Roman scout trying to figure out exactly where the settler of Scythia is. It does look like he's not actually catching him. We do have a settler of, how to say, a direct settle between the city of Pokrovka and Rome towards his opponent over here, Lege. We might actually see him try to pour some armies through this gap over here to try to help out America fend his opponent off and then move on towards Cree. We do have Scythia getting his trader out in 2 turns. He does have an early campus. This is a +4 campus to the south with the use of that rainforest adjacency and the 3 mountains. And we do have him actually back threatening with his third city. He's going for that 2-3-1 spice tile, and of course he's going to acquire the truffle tile, so he gets some extra gold there. He's going to be quick to also set up trade routes with Egypt over here. I'm actually curious if he's going to want to stay a little bit, wait for the Wieselbanken, get Magnus first, and then switch to externals, or is he actually going to want to go for directly externals over here to get the gold from Egypt. We do have Egypt also with that extra production on his cities on the floodable terrain tiles. We do have him with Lady of the Region and Marshes, and I do see Temenak is going to finish in 2 turns, unfortunately. It does look like Gran Colombia is trying to get in, and with a scout, he did manage to pass through the scouts of Egypt. It looks like these scouts will need another brother over here to the south, so they can actually manage an army, or try to fend off an army. We do have builders coming up from Swenet, and we do have him also benefiting from an iron tile in that city center in the first ring. He has horses in the second ring from Rakedet, not very expensive to improve, and as you can see over here, he has multiple rivers that he can use to actually get more cities to benefit from a stronger economy, benefit from stronger stats. Next up, let's actually take a quick peek on Tamar. We do see him starting up on his CWC production. This is the unique wall of Georgia, which does give him some extra faith and a point of culture, which is very important actually for the Georgian development at the beginning of the game. And well, Chuck right now, as you can see, he didn't actually build that many monuments, but he's going to get one from the city of Gori, which does have a decent amount of production over there, and I do see him following that up probably with the TK. We can actually wait a few seconds to see when the city is going to finish that monument, if it's going to go immediately and click on the TKs. It does look like also he's starting to get his extra production from the improvements, improving also his Mercury. We don't have him with a Pantheon yet, but there are a few possibilities for Pantheons over here, depending on what he thinks he should specialize on. And yeah, there we go. We got the tickets coming up in production from the city of Gori in 4 turns. Looking at Gran Colombia, we do have Bogota, okay, with the Goddess of Festivals. He's going to get the extra culture coming out of his luxury resources, or I should say improved plantations, including the bananas, for example. And we do have him with quite a few dice tiles and bananas appearing over here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 that are in the immediate vicinity of his cities, and of course he's going to get that 7 culture per turn. Interesting that he didn't actually settle Giant Causeway over here. I do understand that of course the fertile was quite an incentive, but you would think the culture would also be an incentive. Let me actually take a look here. Does he know? Oh, he doesn't know about Giant Causeway. Yeah, yeah, well, I mean, you know, yeah, he doesn't know, man. He doesn't know. Hey, Timon Archer, good evening, sir. Now, will Georgia own everybody? To Left Hand's channel asking us. It might happen. It might happen. We never know. We're going to see. Well, it does look like we went through all of the civilization choices over here. We do need to see what's going to happen with America. Looks like America is going to get a boat out. It does seem like Lege did actually choose to go against Samarkand to the north to take over that city center rather than try to take over a city from America and, of course, start this war, get this war started, and alert America to the fact that he's going to have a navy. Looks like we do have actually Scythia meeting up some Roman units over here to the northeast, where Rome is trying to get a settle going. We do have Scythia started up on his campuses, and we will probably see some form of a skirmish over here between the Roman units and the Scythian army. We do need to see where Scythia is going to send his trader. It looks like he's actually going to prefer to connect his east side with his capital rather than his west to the capital, and this is going to cause a bit of a problem when it comes to logistics. It's much easier to actually move through how to say pre-path terrain like roads or railroads than it is to actually go through these hills, through the forest, through the rainforest. It just takes so long. Even with horses, it takes so long. Now we do need to take a look at Cree's development. He did manage to get an Occitan Civ6. He does have his trade routes starting to boom here in the other series. We do have him with an exploding volcano to the south, giving him a very good horse style to use. We do need to see, okay, another Miku I've got put down in Mista, his sea peak. We do not have him actually improving his strategic resources. Neither his horses nor his iron was improved. While over here in Byzantium, I'm pretty sure he's already getting horses. I'm certain that he actually, wait a second, Khornie. Yeah, he's getting horses. He's on 18 horses, so he did definitely put one of these holy sites down on a horse style. We do have him getting a builder to the somewhere. Okay, he's going Amasia. He might actually want to improve some of these coastal tiles over here. He's getting some monuments out, and I do see him getting shrines out. He did choose to go for God of the Sea as a pantheon, and of course he's going to get an extra point of production on these improved coastal resources. We do need to see how aggressive Ben will be. Looking at the technology over here, he's going for celestial navigation in 11 turns, so he's gonna go for harbors rather than going for horse by riding. He's also starting to get his galleys out so he can discover the seas to the east, improved his turtle in the third ring of Washington, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually gonna get a harbor out from that city center. Now we do have Scythia managing to see exactly how Rome's territory is gonna look, and this is gonna be very important because well, they can plan around what they see, what this information is gonna look like. We do have a forest fire in Arretium, and this is gonna get that extra fertility that of course Rome will probably need to withstand all of the damage from Scythia. We're gonna need to see also what kind of pantheon Lege is gonna want to specialize. Map reloads done at this point. Yes, Demonage, this is the map, this is it. What is Georgia's pantheon? Let me see. Georgia's pantheon is religious idols. He's gonna get the gold and the faith generated from these improved mines on the resources. He does have 2 mercuries. He can actually get a third one, a fourth one, fifth one, sixth one. Yeah, that's a lot of faith. That is a lot of faith, and not to mention gold. No, anyway, no, let's actually see. Temenaki has finished in the city of Rakedet. We do have a Noob 64 benefiting from that extra science alongside the extra production on this floodable terrain. It looks like he's still not plugging in Li Yang or another governor here. We do have a settler coming up in 3 turns, another one in 7 turns, and I do see Noob is trying to keep out Gran Colombia from actually getting to his tiles. It doesn't look like he succeeded that much. Astikos is definitely gonna pillage that diamond tile. It is what it is. I'm pretty sure Egypt over here would require some archers to defend himself against these scouts a little bit better. He did have a problem without because he didn't have a third unit over here to actually block the choke point to the east side. One of the scouts of Gran Colombia well did manage to get in, and it looks like Astikos did manage to get some gold successfully away from his opponent. It looks like Noob 64 is actually going to go for externals here, going directly to Scythia and Prokofka, while we do have a Gran Colombian scout coming from the east. It might actually intercept this trader to take it down. We don't have a promotion for this scout, but it does have 4 movement, so it's much faster than a normal scout of anybody else in the game. We do have Pazerik with builder over here, but Scythia is aware about that scout to the north of Rome, and he's gonna need to do something about it. It doesn't look like he's actually getting any kind of units other than the scout, and I doubt that this is gonna be enough. Anyway, 3 turns for a settler in Pokrovka, 5 turns for a settler in Pazyryk. We do have a +3 campus, +4, sorry, in Pokrovka, and another, what is this, +3 over here in Issyk. He's gonna get them relatively quickly, and looking at the Rome's territory over here, it does look like he's choosing to go for Liang first in the city of Rome, while at the moment, well, he did improve his horse styles. We're going to need to see if Lege, he wants to go bronze working, so he's definitely going to try to get an encampment down and try to get a general. He's probably very afraid of Tamar sitting him from the right side and then having to deal with a navy from Ben. You can imagine that it's going to be a bit too tough to handle. We do have Scythia coming up with a decent amount of science in the upcoming era, and he's going to have a very tough units to handle. He's also just discovering bronze working, so he's going to get to put down an encampment. It's very important to actually see where is he going to put down an encampment, because otherwise he might not have a district a district slot to assign at Gavron Plaza. So in Pokrovka, for example, he has 2 district slots. In Issyk, he has 1, and it's already occupied by the campus. In Pazyryk, he has none, and he still has 1 district left. While in Pokrovka, yes, he does want 1 left, but that's also the most productive city. And usually the players do prefer to make a Gavron Plaza in the capital. We do need to see also what kind of okay, he's going Moksha, so I don't think there are going to be that many internals being generated here. Okay. Uh-oh, it's happening. Gran Colombia is getting there. We do have Egypt actually with a slinger trying to defend this trade route, and it looks like he should be successfully defending it, but he does need 2 attacks against that scout, and of course, well, there is a possibility. There is a new universe in which this scout can actually take over that trader. Gambling. Bex, bom dia, senor. How are you doing, sir? How are you doing? We do have a few more pantheons. Let's actually see. Do we have more pantheons? Gran Colombia got some festivals. We saw this earlier, and he started to get that extra culture on his plantation. Started to improve quite a few of them. Getting the golds alongside that culture. We do have Georgia with 3 cities, and he's getting his 4th and the 5th one soon. Doesn't actually need to worry about that anything that much. I do see Egypt is pushing out this Gran Colombian scout. There is a possibility to get that scout if Astikos doesn't actually first move it, but he did first move it, and that's it. We do have Gran Colombia also trying to snipe this trader, and it looks like he does have enough movement to get there, and we're going to need to see if the scout of Gran Colombia is going to want to get there. Finally, Scythia did manage to finish the job to the north, and well, he does have some more experience on these units. He's getting another settler from Pazyryk in 3 turns. That's actually a very big forward settler coming up from America on Byzantium to the southwest of Washington. We do have him with a coastal settle, and of course he's gonna probably get another city somewhere around here. We do have him with a possibility to settle a little bit closer also to Rome, to the east side of New York, where he is getting a settler out in 5. We do have from Washington another settler coming up in 3 turns. We do need to see also his pantheon soon. At the moment he didn't actually choose anything. In the south we do have a first religion. Byzantium did manage to get Catholicism with a choral music and crusade. He's gonna get the extra culture popping off from his shrines and temples, and then we're gonna have crusade for him to spread that religion into the Cree Empire and try to take him down. Look, gang, good evening, sir. Hello, how are you doing? We do need to see if Khornie is going to be aggressive here, but by the looks of it, he is gonna at least get some archers to defend against the possible Occitan attacks, sneaky attacks. You can see the Occitans are trying to figure out a way to actually get into the borders of Byzantium. We do have him also with bonus towards resources on the coast, so he's definitely going to try to get some fish improved over here to get that extra production going. Gold coming up from his crab tile, not bad. Also some cocoa tile, so at least he's going to be positive for some time. Khornie is going to also discover bronze working in 2 turns, and I do see him getting motion in the capital city of Constantinople. By the way, gold can be traded over here between America and Byzantium on the coast. The traders will generate a lot of extra gold. We do need to take a look quickly on Rome. Still no pantheon. He's getting a galley out. He does have 23 defense strength, and it looks like he did give up on attacking Samarkand. Man, Samarkand got a warrior inside of that city and stopped this attack dead in its tracks. It looks like the galley of Rome will probably overwhelm the American galley next turn, and I'm pretty sure Ben over here doesn't actually want to hit the city center. He just wants to see where the city center is and try to force Rome to get something else. Did I just see irrigation rights pop in? Yes. Fertility rights, sorry, not irrigation, right? Fertility rights. Oh my god. Okay. Well, free builder is a free builder, man. Free builder is a free builder. We do need to see also how Scythia is going to try to get this going with the road being created between Pazyryk and Pokrovka. He does need to get the infrastructure towards Issyk as well. And we do have him starting up with his campuses, and we still don't actually see Nikiamon being put down from him. He did discover bronze working. He knows about his iron. It's actually quite expensive to the northwest. And Scythia over here is sending a settler there. He has his 5th settler coming up from Pazyryk. And well, at the moment, we still don't know exactly which way is he gonna go. They do need to count their strategic resources. They do need to see what their available options are, and of course decide on a major game strategy. What are they gonna focus on? Wait, did that trader die? The trader died. The great snatching of the trader by Astikos. He did manage to take it down. Oh, Egypt, man, lost his first trader. At least he got another one. Anyway. Now we do have Tamar over here improving a few of his cities, getting settlers out, and I do see Tamar is on 24 faith at 10 at 27. Not bad actually, 1027 to have that. We do have Gran Colombia coming up with his settlers in 110 from Bogota
Nathan
and getting
34 has joined the round table.
Hey, Nathan 34, thank you so much for the follow, sir. Thank you, sir. Also, Mario, bună seara, domnule, bine venit. Metro, good evening, sir, and welcome. Has Astikos found the giant causeway yet? That's a very good question. I think Chuck found it. Yeah, Chuck found it. Oh my god. Can you imagine? He's just telling Astikos over there, hey, Astikos, did you see what you have next door to you? And Astikos is oblivious, you know, he's just not seeing it, and he's like, oh no, me next to me I don't have good land. This is very bad land. This you see this land over here, this is very, very bad. You cannot buy this land. This is very bad quality. And then Chuck discovers the wonder with with the scout, and he is, look at your neighborhood now. Can I actually buy this land now? Can I settle here? If it's so bad, can I have it, you know? Hello there, Natro. Good evening, sir. Georgia knows, but Colombia not. Yeah, I guess the memo didn't get to Astikos. Czech is gonna also start up with his campus placement. He did get his government plaza from Tbilisi, and I do see Georgia didn't actually get a holy site in that city center. We do have Gori also with campuses. We do have Batumi at the moment with no district whatsoever. Looking on the west side here, it looks like Khornie did get his 4th settler out, and it looks like he's gonna move it to the east side here, starting to work on his multiple archers. He does have 7 science with 18 culture, and it looks like 33 production at the moment. Not a lot of face generated, only 19 faith a turn. That's not enough for a very good monumentality, and of course Khornie is aware of this. He might actually want to switch a little bit towards more of an aggressive stance against the Cree over here to try to spread that wonderful religion of his crusade into the lands of Phyrsos. We do have to also take a look how fast Scythia is going to want to get his encampment down. Didn't actually make sense of getting bronze working if you don't actually go for encampments, because you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot, discovering an extra district type, which will throw a wrench into your plans over there. So a lot of the times actually the players do want to ignore that. Well, there is of course some other stuff happening, like you do want to help out your allies. You're gonna know they're gonna need a lot of iron, and you're gonna want to improve that for them, so you can actually give that iron at a good amount of time, and of course let them have a big army, a big swordsman army. I don't actually see this happening during the game. I'm pretty sure Gran Colombia is gonna want to keep on seeming to the north. He doesn't really have a way into Egypt. He's not gonna try, but I do have to point out that the Noob 64 does definitely need a unit. Please get a unit in the choke. You know, there's a 1 tile choke. That's it. 1 tile, man. 1 tile. That's it. You close that, you're good. But it does look like at the moment Noob 64 is ignoring the fact that he has a connection to the east side here. Let me actually take a look. Does he even know? Maybe he doesn't know. So we do have the vision over there. Oh my god, he doesn't know. Ave Machiavelli, good evening, sir. No gambling for who will win the game. Yeah, okay, let's set it up. Let's set it up. Okay, who will win And we do have on one side COC, on the other side we got Ulyss over here, and I gotta say there's a lot hanging on both sides. Ulyss is fighting to actually stay in the finals, and COC is fighting to win the finals. This is a possible third game and final game between them. Now let's actually switch the vision over here and let's get this going. Just a quick announcement about what's happening on the stream over here. You can try to correctly predict the outcome of this game by using your points in the stream chat. In the stream chat, you're gonna get to put points on the winner of this matchup, COC or Ulyss. We do need to see if well, you think it's gonna go towards Ulyss or it's gonna go towards COC. Basically, put your points where your mouth is, you know. I'm pretty sure you got a lot of points. Let's see them out, boys. Let's see them out. If you don't do it on this game, what game are you gonna do it on? You know, we do have Khornie coming up here to his east side with that fourth city. Looks like a fifth one is coming up from Constantinople. No, that's actually an archer. KW, man. Well, anyway, we do have him getting his settler on Edessa. He does have his archers moving a little bit forward towards Cree, and of course Cree will have problems with these archers to actually take them down. We do have a government plaza from America, still no encampment yet from him. It does look like Lege did actually start up building a few more boats, and he's prioritizing getting his 4th, 5th and 6th settlers very quickly here, also helped out by the vision of this Cree Occitan to his west side. We do have actually Scythia finally pointing down the encampment from Pazirik. It looks like he is going to use that city to the east side, where he actually has quite a few chops. If he does need to actually chop encampment training project out or two, he can definitely do it with those forests over there. He's also sending another settler to the northeast, and well, it looks like he's going to need to reconnect his empire to Egypt. Looks like Egypt did buy another trader and is sending it towards Pokrovka, towards the capital city of Scythia. Also Mario, all in COC Giga Chad. Yeah. You got a scout. Redmire. Yes, indeed. Good evening. Good. How are you doing, sir? We do have a few more settlers coming out from Colombia over here. Astikos, by the looks of it, did improve his horse style, and it looks like he's sending a trader towards Nazca. We do have Astikos with a few of these builders coming around to improve more of his territory, but he has so much culture from these banana tiles, from the improved plantations. We do have Gran Colombia over here with already 12 culture at 10 with 9 science, and as you can see, Mocha is not established yet in the city of Caracas. We do probably see them, everybody. Yeah, we got everybody with a golden age in this game. Of course, being a teamwork game, it will actually give you that extra from the beginning, that extra era score from meeting so many people. We do have America also benefiting from the religion right now of Byzantium. Well, I say benefiting, but he's not really benefiting at all. We do have okay, let's talk about the golden ages, because it started. We got into the next era. Everybody's in a golden age. We're gonna need to go through them one by one. With Scythia, looks like it's gonna be first, and by the way, Scythia still doesn't have a pantheon. He did manage to secure the second spot over here to attack a possible route to attack Rome to the west side. And we do have a cool Oba settled with a monument coming up in 810. He still needs to actually get his bonus going. I would believe he's actually going to go for something like pen brush and voice. He already has 16 science per turn coming up from his campuses. He chose Moksha in the city of Pokrovka, so I'm thinking without any commercials, without a very good face generation, I'm thinking, you know, pen brush and voice is the only logical choice. We do have encampment coming up in 3 turns from Pazirik. He actually has a decent amount of production in that city center, and we're going to need to see how fast is he going to manage to get the projects in, so he can get that way before Rome. Now we do have Muriel, yes, with a pen brush and voice, and now the stats have changed. 16 and 14 culture for Scythia, getting his Saka horse archer coming up in 2 turns from Pokrovka, and of course we're going to need to see if he's going to manage to get a decently big army, a sized army, to actually go against Rome. We got Khornie with a Monumentality Golden Age. He's making 22 faith a turn. He's getting his Warlord's Throne built from Constantinople, wants to pay as little as possible on his army because he knows that he's probably going to need a big army. He's also going to get some bonuses from that into building units. We do have encampment out in 110 from Nicomedia. He's going to be looking to actually get a general over here, while he is trying to push as much as possible Cree back to his cities. Cree, in the meantime, did actually try to get as many districts out as possible before potential war, which actually is a little bit concerning, because now he doesn't actually have units to defend himself with. He's still busy getting settlers out and trying to get new scouts out. This will cause a little bit of a problem for him because he might get pillaged. For example, this Byzantium warrior is sitting on his campus over there, and of course giving 3 points to Byzantium is not that good, is it? Now we do have Cleopatra with 19 science and 7 culture a turn. He did choose a pen bash and voice golden. He still didn't actually build his districts, but now he's on a mission to get his commercials up. It's still a little bit earlier, or I should say later than Cree. Cree already has 3 points per turn. We do have Government Plaza here in Egypt's capital city. He does have a commercial deployed to the north, and still has a few locations for these sphinxes, so he can get the culture, the extra faith coming out from those tiles. Now we do have him also needing to plug the choke to the east side. At the moment he doesn't know about it, and he's slowly gonna start scouting towards the east side here, while we do have Gran Colombia blocking him on the southeast of Shedet. And I gotta say, Gore over here, Chuck, is actually gonna expand to the north. It looks like he's not gonna give that city to Gran Colombia. We do have Egypt needing to actually get an army capable of keeping at bay any kind of army coming from the east side. We do have also Teddy Rough Rider with 9 science and 16 culture, still on 3 cities, getting his 4th now. It looks like he's gonna get photo settled by Rome, which is gonna block any other settle here. We do have Ben with some archers coming up from his cities. He did put his government plaza in such a way that he's gonna get very good bonuses towards other districts. This campus is gonna be nice. This campus is probably gonna be nice. We do need to see how he is gonna try to take advantage of all of those. Audience chamber coming up in Washington. He knows he's gonna need to go tall. He doesn't have a lot of space for cities, so he's gonna need to make do with what he has. We do have Lege with 10 science and 13 culture. He did choose to go for a pen brush and voice, but doesn't have a lot of districts to give him that culture. He's putting down an encampment from Arretium, and I do see him with not that much production in the city of Rome, actually. 12 production city with 6 turning an audience chamber in his government plaza. He does have 5 cities, and this will give him an advantage against at least his opponents over here. We're going to need to see if he's going to get his 6-1 soon. From Arretium, it's coming up in 2 turns, but he might get stopped. We do have Saka horse archers already pumping out from the cities of Muel, and these guys are going to do quite a bit of splash over here on the units of Rome. They are very maneuverable. They do have 4 movement speed. They can actually benefit from the general bonus, and they do a lot of damage. They do sting. And we do have Astikos with a pen bash and voice gold rage on Gran Colombia. He's kind of free sim, but he is going to take down Nazca with a few of these horses. It does seem like finally, after he discovered the Giant Causeway, he's going to get another settler from Bogota, and I'm pretty sure it is actually going to go to the southeast over here. He can get it right there on the 2-2 tile, benefiting from an extra culture point and a way out for this city of Caracas. Oh, wait. Where are these guys going? Hello. So if Chuck settles here, Astikos needs to settle somewhere around here, because otherwise, well, that's not gonna work. Well, they sent look at that, man. They sent settlers in the same direction. Yeah, what about the religions in this match? We do have only one religion, Catholicism. Choral music and crusade coming up for Byzantium. And as you can see, he's getting an encampment training project, getting his 5th city also to the northeast of Nicomedia, and starting to train horses. We do have still a few Byzantium archers taking shots on the Cree units. It looks like Byzantium did manage to pillage that campus, and he is gonna get his horses out in 3 turns. He has one from Constantinople coming up in 1 turn, and it does seem like on the other side, Cree over here, Cree doesn't benefit from horseback riding. Well, at least he has a chop. At least this builder has a chop, so he needs 2 more turns to actually get the horse technology. He's probably going to need to put maneuver way before this, and but he has. I hope he has maneuver. Does he have maneuver? No, he has a gogi. Oh, okay. I mean, he's going to need to switch that somehow. Anyway, we do see. So 1 turn. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he might actually be good. He might be good. Like the horses would need to attack 2 times into that city center, like both of them with strength 17 to actually take it down. So yeah, it is what it is. Anyway. Cree does have a pen brush and voice golden age is on 12 science and 19 culture. It does look like he does have 49 production to work with. Still on 3 series, he's getting his 4th one to the north. I do see a 6-1 coming up from PVC Vavasis, and making see if one chick is gonna get another settler in 1 turn. We do have Byzantium. Byzantium is gonna lose his warrior if he keeps it over there, and it looks like he's putting a few more archers on the map, on the table. And while we do have the horses pumping out from Constantinople, we can actually have Byzantium chop this horseman out, so he gets right in the face of his opponent. And this archer needs to move though. So if he chops horses, he's gonna get actually on Mr. Hisipic to hit it in 2 turns, while Phyrsos is still trying to get the horseback technology. We do have Scythia starting to also move his Sako horse archers, deploying them to the southwest. He does have one in Colombia also on the west side, building some more. He is getting his encampment training project in Pazirik, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a race over here for the generals. We got Rome with 2 great general points. We got Scythia on 3 great general points. It looks like Byzantium is on 1.1, and of course we do have Byzantium getting those projects. We got Rome probably making the projects. Oh no, he's not. He's still working on the settler. He's probably just working the card over there, and this might be a problem for him. We do have the first horse chopped over here from Edessa. Looks like another one is being put up in production, and by the looks of it, Khornie is trying to figure out a way to actually get into his opponent's borders. There we go. He moved the horse a little bit closer, and he's gonna get a free shot on that city center if the units are being properly moved. We're gonna see Khornie over here try to also get a pillage on that commercial, and we do need to see how fast he can actually shoot down that city, take it down with the horses if he does have that opportunity. You see ancient walls are getting built in Mr. Hisipic, and it does seem like, well, I mean, that's not gonna help. Oh, hello, dominant religion. Hello, he just improved it. He just got an extra +5. Easy peasy. Oh yeah, I mean, who doesn't like an extra +5? An extra +7, I would say, because he has the +2 combat strength from I would say taxi straight anyway. We do have another horse coming up in 2 turns here from Edessa. Might actually pop next turn because well, there's a this turn actually. Ooh, monumentality, right? Yeah. Get another builder, get to improve your tiles over here, and of course the horses are gonna make a line, a conga line, to go against Mr. Hisipic. I do believe Phyrsos can actually chop the walls, to be honest. Oh, I mean, that's gonna happen anyway, right? The walls are gonna be chopped. It is what it is, and he's gonna get a horse in 1 turn. Is well, it's gonna be much harder now for Byzantium to push through this, but he still does quite a bit of damage against those walls if he gets next to. Let's actually see if he's gonna prioritize taking down these archers or try to chip away the wall. Anyway, now looking at Scythia, looks like he's coming out with his archers, starting to pressure a little bit Rome here. He's also catching some Gran Colombian scouts off guard here. We do have Lege establishing in Arretium. Looks like Rome is going to get some horses as well. He did choose to actually go for city parks here, and it does seem like Lege at the moment with 15 science and 21 culture. He's going to need to catch up to everybody a little bit later. We don't have him with Magnus Internals. Liang is actually moving to Arretium right now, while Magnus did establish here in America's territory. You can actually see Lege 36 production, and then we do have America on 42. There's a difference of 6 production at the moment, but we do have an extra city for America, and to be honest, well, he only has 1 trader, so it's not that big of a difference at the moment. We do have another settler here from Byzantium, and it looks like he's gonna settle to the north of Edessa. I'm actually curious if he's gonna go for the jade tile there. Scout died. It looks like Cree did manage to get a serious amount of archers to defend Mr. Hisipic and his 1 turning horses, or 2 turning them in the capital city. I do see Khornie bringing more horses on the map here. He's trying to get... Ooh, that horse is gonna die. That horsey over here, that's dead. Yeah, that's... Yeah, it just popped. It popped like a magic candle. Oh my god, that horse... Oh, okay, so... I cannot believe that horse actually withstood so much damage. Like a scout gave his life, the horse gave his life, 2 archer shots, 3 archer shots, and then another horse. And now it looks like, of course, Phyrsos is gonna buy out another horse here in his capital city. When it comes to the gold pattern, we do have a COC actually making a lot more gold than their opponents. We got Noob 64 on the 45 gold. We got Ben on 37. Looks like Khornie is gonna be 26, and Mir is on 15. All of them are actually the positive economy. On Ulyss though, 7, 19, 21 and 24, there's not anybody shining at the moment over there. We do have also Cree getting his encampment out in 1 turn. Looks like also we got 3 more turns for Nicomedia to finish up that encampment training project. I don't think that's actually necessary, but he might actually want to deny one from his opponent if he does manage to get that advantage. This is going to be awesome. I do also want to point out, of course, the city is being converted and the horses do full damage against the walls. You can actually see the horseman taking down the walls, no problems. There's another horse coming up over there, and of course with the archers he's getting to shoot these Cree horses out of the water here. Also, let me actually double check with the chat here who all is getting a general. I think I actually answered that. Where are Lege's units? He doesn't have that many units. He has a unit now moving to the south to escort his settler, but well, the Saka horse archer has a little bit of a quarrel over here to settle with Astikos' the scout. We do have Lege also realizing that the Saka horse archers are getting to the north of Byzantium, and one of his archers just got taken down. There's a horse that can actually counterattack over here, but he's gonna give up his position. I say can counterattack, but he can only get at the crossroads, and that's it. He cannot move forward. Yeah, COC looking strong. Yeah, it does. They look great. They started this off very nicely. Let's actually see on Egypt over here coming up with an audience chamber in 1 turn. We do have Temple of Artemis here at the Menangi here. Looks like Egypt is gonna get a chop here, but I'm not sure exactly what he's gonna chop. He did manage to get the religion out, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be papal primacy. Oh my god, no, I was not sure about this. Papal primacy on Egypt. He denied the religion of Chak. Divine inspiration coming up in his series as well for the +6 faith he's gonna get from the wonders. Looks like at the moment, well, Georgia didn't actually choose to go for that many holy sites. He did get a holy site here from Batumi, and I do see he's building up his hanging gardens. We do have him with a lot of tickets, and he's using those tickets to try to get as much faith per turn as possible, so he can actually turn that into an advantage from a good momentality golden age. You can even say nice COC. Yeah, you can even say that, man. You can even say that. MS Doll also. Oh yeah, that one. Now, what is Cree doing to Tango? Good evening, sir. Cree. What is Cree doing? Is he actually surviving here? It looks like he got a few more horses, and he keeps on building these horses from the forward city, which of course is gonna get victor established in there. We do need to see these archers actually try to make a bigger line, and it looks like Byzantium over here is definitely not wanting to lose any units. He's gonna need to get as many of these horses out as possible, but this war has started and it's not stopping anytime soon. We do have Byzantium with an extra +5 if he does step into the borders of Mr. Hisipik, and of course Cree is probably gonna try to deny that opportunity from him. I'm a bit surprised he's not at least trying to take down the full walls of Mr. Hisipik, so he can actually come closer with his archers and don't risk to actually get shot over there. We do have also America getting converted by Byzantium's religion. He is Ben over here is meeting Rome's galleys in the water, and it does seem like at the moment, well, Rome will have a problem on 2 fronts. We do have Scythia pushing in from the east side with a general. He did manage to recruit a general, while Rome at the moment, well, he needs to get the naval units out and he needs to get land units out. We do have Byzantium also getting shot by some of these Cree archers. He's repositioning his army. He did manage to recruit a general, and that's actually a big question over here for Cree as well. He's 1 turn away from encampment training project, and I do see Scythia might actually get another general here. Byzantium might get another general. Oh my god, they might deny these. No, there are 2 left. They both need to get this. So Scythia, how many points is Scythia making? I think Scythia is making 1 point, to be honest. He has only this point over here. If he worked the card, maybe, but I'm not convinced he's working the card. Oh, he is working the card, so he's gonna get it in 1 turn. He's gonna get to deny 1. Then Byzantium needs to finish the project. It's 3 turns, and he has a chop. Okay, and then Cree's next turn. That's a. I mean, Cree needs 1 or 2. Oh my God, he needs 2. He needs 2 projects. Uh-oh. Okay. Does he have a chop? No. His closest chop is this deer tile to the southwest. Maybe no, that's the stone tile next to Akakup. That's not gonna work. Okay, there we go. That's what I was thinking, you know, like you need to get those walls down so you can get the archers in range. We do need to see if Khornie, yes, he's probably gonna get out with those horses. None of them actually have promotions on them. Unfortunately, he can pop those heals much quicker, and it does seem like he's gonna stage a trap over here for one of the Cree horses. At least one of his horses, if not two of his horses, will get avenged. We do have the Cree horses taken down over here by the archers, and it looks like another one can be hit. No, but Byzantium does need 2 units to actually hit properly against it. He should have actually. Wait a second, this is 3 more. Yeah, so he can get into the forest and attack from there. He can take that horse away. And so it's gonna be a 2-for-2 trade over here in the units between Cree and Byzantium. Looking at Scythia, we do have him recruiting another general, Burica, and by the looks of it, we did have the recruitment. Oh, yeah, there we go. They denied them. They denied the general for Cree. And Cree is gonna be left hanging. We do have a mule with let's actually talk about Khornie here. 20 science and 26 culture for him, 36 gold per turn, 58 production. It does look like on the other side, of course, we do have Phyrsos with 14 science and 22 culture and 29 gold a turn, but 78 production. He has a little bit more than his opponent. It looks like he's trying to flex that as much as possible. He does have the opportunity to maybe get some trade routes over here. We're going to need to see if late game is gonna happen between him and Rome, but at the moment I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to work in tunnels. Rome can settle a city on the coast, Cree can settle a city on the coast and get that magic gold generation going. We do have to take a look over here on Egypt also. Lady of the Legion March is giving him so many bonuses, getting Mariano Chariot archers and getting a few more settlers. I do see him also pumping out the market, so he gets the extra trade routes, while we do have an attack forming from the north between the mountains. Scythia is gonna spot those Gran Colombian horses, and we do have the Gran Colombian Commandant General, the Santiago Marino, trying to help out the Egyptian the attack against the Egyptian units. We do have Mariano Chariot archers coming up from Thebes. It does seem like at the moment Egypt has not raised an army. He's going to need to do it fast if he wants to defend against a possible attack from Gran Colombia. These units are extremely quick. Yeah, we do have also Byzantium repositioning over here after he did trade those horses with Cree. He did manage to take down the full defense of the walls of the city of Mistahisipi. He's also trying to get a new wave of horses, and I'm pretty sure the next major wave will come out of the crossbows or tagmas over here for Khornie. Ironworking coming up in 110, and of course we do see that Ben to the north is going for his mathematics. He might actually want to go for yeah, he's definitely going to want to go for caravels here against Rome, while Rome is gonna fight in the mud with Scythia to his east side. It's gonna be forced to get a navy out, and I'm pretty sure Ben is gonna want to be in the perfect position to actually make use of that. We do have Gran Colombia actually going towards Mitla. They're going towards Mitla. Let's actually take a look at the city states. We got Zanzibar, Samarkand, Mogadishu, and Hanza, 4 city states that will give them gold. We got Auckland, Cardiff, Buenos Aires, and Johannesburg for the industry. Looks like also Valletta will be the one for military, Armagh is going to be the one for religious, and Mitla will be the ones for science. That's only one for science, and at the moment it's being held by Astikos. So Astikos with Gran Colombia. Oh wait, he might actually want to upgrade. Can he upgrade? No, it's apprenticeship 5 turns, feudalism 5 turns. So what is he doing here? That's his city. What is he doing there? Stop betting on COC, you're lowering my payout. Ave Machiavelli is calling out, very annoyed from a corner of the room over here. Onisvansky Malipens, good evening. This is the moment you need to keep on betting, you know, keep on putting those points in. We do have Gran Colombia actually getting his setup going for the commercials. At the moment he's doing 23 gold a turn, and he's getting some more campuses, not fully focusing on the commercials, but he's definitely in his eyes. We do have the Byzantium 2 generals starting to get onto the front line here. Getting new horses is going to help him out nibble of these Cree horses from multiple sides. Temples coming in for him, and we do have Khornie starting up on his production of hippodromes. These are going to give him free heavy cav units, and of course he's going to want to get as many of those as possible so he can get that army ball going against his opponent. We don't have that major of an army coming up from Scythia. He did get his swordsman out actually, and I do see him He might actually want to go against Samarkand or Ostia. I'm actually quite curious what is he gonna do. He does have 2 generals, and he's actually gonna get a few more warriors there from Isik and from Kuloba to push into Rome here. We do have Rome with 21 science and 28 culture. Miguel is on 26-33. Not that much of a difference between them. 50 production, but Miguel does have 72 production. Getting more of these archers, getting a stronger economy with more commercials here. And I do see he, well, at the moment is still working on an internal. I do see finally he's creating the pathway between Isik and Pokrovka, so he can actually resupply that city center a lot faster. He's gonna need to somehow fix the issue on the west side over here with a bridge, but it's fine, it's all good. We do have Tamar getting his missionaries everywhere to spread his religion. He was forced to play with Jesuit education and missionary zeal. His units will ignore the movement cost of the terrain and the features, of course, religious units. And we do have him with the ability to actually buy out campus and theater square buildings with faith. You do get a discount also of that 15%. We do have harbors coming up from his cities. He pops 7. He's gonna get lighthouses and he's gonna get his traders going. We're gonna need to see if he's gonna manage to acquire that gold pattern so he can actually feed Cree over here to stay alive. Not only Cree but also Rome. Rome is trying to get another encampment going. They are acutely aware they were denied the generals over here, and of course the next wave of general is only gonna give bonuses to medieval and Renaissance units, and they will need 75 points for that. We do have Scythia gathering his forces, getting the promotion on the Saka horse archers, and still doing the damage against the Roman units he finds out of place. We do have walls getting up in Arretium and Ostia, and it does look like Mion over here is gonna start moving his swordsman across the river where he can find the space, because Samarkand is blocking him from moving that fast. Now we do have a big army from Byzantium. He managed to get another wave of horses out. He's on 2, 4, 6, 7 at the moment, while Cree on the other side is only on 4 horses and scrambling, trying to scramble to get some more. We do have a few archers also from Cree, and of course we do have a much better defensive position over here for Cree. Now with the extra +5 that he's gonna get from Crusade and the extra +5 that he's gonna get from the general, as you can see, the horses of Byzantium are actually quite deadly to these units of Cree, even if they are standing in rainforest hills over there. Also, Redmine is telling us that is that a really good religion, the one Georgia is spreading? Well, he thinks it's good. He thinks it's good. But Jesuit education actually has been used quite a bit by players playing Georgia, so I'm not surprised. Not surprised. Definitely not bad. Oh, it's happening. He found a weakness over there in the defense of Cree. Cree exposed one of his archers, and it does look like Byzantium is starting his offense over here against the Cree units. He managed to take down the archer to the south of Mista Hisipik and got a horseman through the defense. Now they might actually get the opportunity to take down another archer and start to wrap around the city of Mista Hisipik to put it under siege. We do have 3 archers available to shoot from Byzantium every turn, but they can only chip away the defenses of Mista Hisipik, mostly because the archer does get a penalty of being a ranged unit and attacking against the city center. The siege units actually don't get that penalty, and as you can see, there is a catapult here coming up from Sinop. We do have Byzantium actually giving up a few tiles. They are doing a bit of a dance over here between them, and Khornie manages to catch again a mistake coming up from Phyrsos. He let his opponent, lured him out in front of the city center with the false promise that he's gonna get to defend that city, and then smashed him down with his archers and his horses. We do have Mr. Hisipik also getting another horse next turn. We do have a possible attack over here against this archer. We're going to need to see if he's going to prefer to actually take down the archer or pillage the Mickey Wap. We do have more builders being bought by Khornie. He's going to try to get some more chops, and I'm pretty sure that he's going to want that catapult so he can take down the city defenses much easier and not losing any health per turn, because this is a problem right on the horses. Whenever you attack with them, you're losing some health. Now we do have Scythia's swordsman actually will get the support help of a battery ram to do full damage against the city's walls. We do see the Saka horse archers did stop the production of the encampment of Arretium. They're just standing around over there to get the promotions if that encampment is being put up. And I do see another encampment is coming up from Antium. Now in the meantime, we do have America starting to gather his admiral points. 7 great admiral points at 10, while Byzantium is on 1.1, Georgia is on 2.3, Rome is only 1. That's going to be a big problem problem if America is going to manage to acquire these very powerful admirals, especially look at that Gaius Duilius. He's going to get his probably Renaissance ones, and we might actually see his how to say he's gonna get to deny his opponent Rome from having one. Do we have, wait, did Phyrsos just give up on defending Mr. Hisipic? Is this what happened? Because there's another horse full strength. City is under siege. Byzantium is getting that horse behind enemy lines, and it looks like another wave of horses are coming from the north over there to hit the archer of Cree. This city is, it looks like it's dead. Byzantium managed to push his will against his opponent here. All in on COC, Axe 2005, calling it out in the chat. Also, bonsoir, monsieur Rafifi, bienvenue. Jesuit education works pretty well with Georgia because you're an easy faith generation. And you can go monumentality first and same with it, but paintbrush and voice and better for the second, yeah. Okay. We do have Mr. Hisipic about to go down. It does look like more of these Cree units can actually be attacked and taken down. There's a catapult that is waiting to be chopped over here. A hippodrome is being pre-placed also from Sinop, and I'm pretty sure Byzantium should follow this attack up. With Tagmas, he does have at the moment machinery coming up in 2 turns and civil service in 1. He's gonna get the extra +5 from the military alliance. I am not that convinced. We don't have a military alliance on Cree. Cree is on 26 culture. Well, I guess it's a little bit later. We do have him with 100 production over here, and well, at the moment, if I take a look at his units, he does not have a military alliance, so he's in danger of actually having a discrepancy in the timings. We do see he's actually going for recorded history over here in 1 turn. Now we do have Rome also getting some walls up on the west side in Arpinum. He has a major problem with Scythia invading his territory. Looks like well, Rome didn't actually choose didn't get to choose that much if he stays on the west or on the east. And wait, this was Ulyss's choice, right, as a map? Oh my god, this was Ulyss's choice. Uh-oh. Yeah. Anyway, free sim Egypt. Looks like at the moment we do have Gran Colombia actually trying to attack into Naples, and nothing's gonna happen there. We do have Scythia putting a horse inside of that, and of course we do see that Mio did manage to get a horse swordsman next to it. Saka horse archers are gonna get to shoot and acquire experience points, which is gonna be very important in the next part. We do have theater squares also coming around from Egypt. Noble 634 is 44 science and 41 culture. Definitely trying to sim above. Tamar, the problem is Tamar is quite big. We do have Tamar with 58 science and 39 culture, 89 faith a turn, and 121 production. He is to the southeast of Egypt, and if Egypt is not going to get a defense here, he might actually get overwhelmed by those Kevsurs. We do have the first city takeover. Khornie does manage to push his opponent over here, Phyrsos. We do have horses able to do damage, major damage actually, even against spearmen. We now see the military alliance bonus coming up on one side, that is on Byzantium side, while looking at the tech side here, we got 6 turns that Phyrsos is going to need to go through to actually get civil service. This is a lot. I mean, you might not think 6 turns is a lot, but this is a lot. I'm lagging again. Wait, what? Okay, there we go. We're back. It's everything good now. I had to change the server over there for Twitch because it looks like this was a bad one also. Is it fine now? Is it good? Is it good? Okay, we're back. So let's actually see what's going on over here. We do have Byzantium pushing in towards his opponent. Cree is what I wanted to say earlier. Cree is gonna have a bit of a problem with civil service. It looks like first of all he needs a boost. Second of all, he's gonna have a few turns of that advantage being on Byzantium and not on his own units, which actually creates a major advantage for the horses of Byzantium in this particular situation. Also, I do see Byzantium did manage to get some promotions popping off. It's good, it's good. Thank you, all good. Okay, perfect, we got this going. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for it. I have no idea why sometimes the Twitch servers goes banana. We do have Scythia coming up with his attack against Arretium. Looks like he's getting his battery ram to attack into that city center. And I do have to point out that Ben is 3 turns away from cartography, 5 turns away from mercenaries. He is gonna need the gold from his allies, and they have so much gold. He's also gonna need a lot more caravels if he actually wants to attack it to his opponent. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I see. Well, look at where he's standing. He's actually oh my god, he's getting these galleys so far away from his opponent. Well, it is what it is. Well, it looks like also Scythia is managing to do the damage here. On the other side of the coast, we do have actually Gran Colombia with the capital on the coast, and Valencia de Carabobo. We will probably get to see America try to flex his military against that opponent as well on the other side of the planet. First, they do need to finish off Rome, and by the looks of it, we do have Mule attacking with his Sacco Horsaches every 10 and chipping away those walls. We do have also the battery ram that needs to get into position. It looks like he actually moved one of the swordsmen to let the Sacco Horsache attack, and that actually created a bit of a problem for him. Anyway, it should be fine. It should be fine. I'm a bit surprised that Arretium is not using one of these higher strength units to actually beef up the defense of that garrison, making it much harder for the Scythian units to attack into the city center and take it over. He needs only 4 caravels versus Rome. HGW, good evening, sir, and also welcome. Looks bad for the French. Yeah, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Arretium walls are down. Mule manages to get that battery ram, and bam, we got a swordsman attack from the north, and it does seem like the Sacca Horsaches do need to well, slow down the expansion of the Roman military. They can definitely do a lot of damage over here against the archers. We do have Ben with 70 science and 51 culture versus Lege's 27 and 37. Ben is 2 turns away cartography, 4 turns mercenaries, while his ally to the south is managing to upgrade a few crossbows. He did take another city, and it looks like Phyrsos over here is getting overwhelmed by the units of Byzantium. We do have heavy chariots, hippodromes being put down from multiple cities. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see over here Khornie get the Tagmas. Next turn, divine right coming in, activated. We do have him with the crossbows doing 57 damage against his opponent. He converted the whole Cree empire to his religion, putting that crusade extra +5 against his opponents. Julian Grand, I mean, it's different. I wouldn't say it's nothing, it's different, Julian Granda. Good evening, sir. March Condi, good evening, sir, also. Hello, hello. Let's actually see what's going on here. We do have Noob still fleet steaming away. Looks like Gran Colombia didn't need to retreat from the Scythian borders. It did put the city Maracaibo to the north, and it looks like finally Egypt did react with a few Mariano Chariot archers. He will need a lot more if he actually wants to withstand the Gran Colombian army. We do have heavy chariots also being deployed to the north, so he can get the upgrades into knights. And I do see Noob 64 is making 179 gold a turn, actually more than double his opponents combined. We do have Coleus coming up with a great bunch to the south, helping him to get an extra amenity. We do have also Noob 64 trying to figure out exactly what kind of defense Georgia does benefit from, or a possible attacking force. Now we do have probable first moves coming up from Byzantium going against Cree here, and it does seem like in the north, well, these horses might take down that final warrior over there, or he's just going to reposition them towards the south, towards the major army of Cree, ignoring that warrior that is standing in his borders, but he doesn't care. That's just not enough damage. We do have Khornie moving in with the swords, with the crossbows, and he's going to start attacking into these horses, churning the line. Oh my god, guys, he can one-shot spearmen with the crossbows. Oh my god. We do have the first Tagmas also coming in, and these guys are gonna do more damage against the units of Cree. It does look like the Empire of Cree is buckling. We got the earthquake coming in the form of the horses of Byzantium, of Khornie, stomping the ground of the Cree nation. Yeah, this is an absolute, oh my, yes, this is a commanding, I would say, commanding lead over here, commanding game. We do have a Lege trying to expand as usual. It looks like he got stopped dead in his tracks by Scythia, and all he had to do was close the chokes. That's it. Like have armies in the choke points. That's it. That's it. You know, just 3 units here, 3 units here, and that's it. or actually 3 units like this in a semicircle on the west side. Anyway, Scythia does have knights coming up from his army. He does have a few heavy chariots able to upgrade. With the knights he can do major attack damage against Arretium, and I do see his swordsmen are actually good with that also. More Saka horse archers are getting their promotions, and we're gonna see a lot of them getting to level 2 soon. We do need to see also if he's gonna manage to get a fleet out, although I'm very much doubting it. Military tactics coming out next turn from Rome. We do have so little science, 27 science. That's just, I want to be positive here, I want to be an optimist, but that's so long, man. That is so long. And the fact is, if Cree dies, Rome is gonna follow whatever happens, because Tagmas, way too much damage, 3 sides, 3 fronts to take care of. That's way too much effort being spent. Now we do have Scythia going in. Okay, he's actually doing more damage against the Roman units, not letting him benefit from anything. He's also getting the knight in to attack the city of Arretium, and I do see Scythia is gonna require a little bit more gold to get everything going, but it's good that Ben is making 100 gold. We got Noob 64 on 211, and it looks like the first caravels are starting to pop out of the units of America. He did have, wait a second, does he have? Yes, he did actually manage to get the mercenaries, so he's gonna pop these with the half cost card, only paying 90 instead of the usual 180. We do have him with a lot of bows deployed to the southwest, which might actually go on the other side. Remember, we do have 2 nations over here that can be attacked. We do have Georgia with the possibility, well, 3 tiles out from the capital. This city can be battleshipped if necessary. Okay, major upgrades coming up from America to go against Rome. Rome is gonna have a rude awakening here because of the fleet of America. We do have Arretium. Oh my god, oh my god, look, this is, oh, like this on, this is a filled with emotions type of game right now. So on one side, you can imagine, I can only see and marvel at what's happening over here with very good pushes at the correct moment in time, with nice strategies being played out and so on and so forth from one team. But on the other side, I know how close these 2 teams are, and I know the situation that we find ourselves in. This is one game. COC wins this one, this is it. And you can imagine on Ulyss's side the pressure that is mounting on them right now, the psychological pressure that is mounting right now on them, because they know it's less and less likely they're actually gonna get that win. Slowly as we go, turn by turn, they are actually communicating with each other, and they're trying to see how they can help each other. They're also trying to see what kind of response they can actually have against their opponents. And at the moment, it looks like somehow they are extremely desynchronized with what's going on from their opponents. Somehow COC found exactly the strategies they need to get, and the timings and the ways to get them, so they can actually pressure their opponents and not letting them fight back. That is an important fact over here. We got America pushing into Rome with no issues with his caravels. There's no navy to protect Rome, and he's probably gonna, he knows, he just realized those 3 cities on the coast are dead. His cities on the inland are gonna be dead. We got Scythia pushing into the southwest. There's not enough production for Rome to actually come back into this, and looking at the era scores, sorry, in the army tab over here, he does have 16 horses, 39 production. That's just not enough.
Yorkshire Gold _ Brit retained his knighthood for 15 months.
Yorkshire Gold Brit, thank you so much, sir. 15 months. Woohoo! Let's get it going. Especially considering Ulyss was entirely undefeated in the upper bracket until the grand finals. Yes, exactly, right? They didn't meet, I guess, COC on the battlefield. Now we do have the Tagmas getting into attacking range of Civ6, and it looks like we will see these Tagmas take Hoop to the north as well. We do have catapults coming up for Byzantium support, and it does seem like he's just scrambling to get as many pikemen out as possible. It doesn't seem like he's gonna have a way to stop his opponent from taking over his empire. There is the GG.
Face may change
the GG. COC wins the CWC Season 8 on this Sunday. On this, oh my god, in September. One of the last, oh my God,
your
man.
actions this
Oh
day.
my God, 3 wins. They played 3 games.
You
They won
ensure
all
our
3. I cannot imagine what is going on right now through Ulyss's mind since we did have this happening. Oh my God, man. This is just, whoa. Whoa. What happened, bro? What happened over here? I mean, sure, I understand. First culture victory, amazing. You know, like fish over there looking big over there. The second win, I mean, are you really, bro? Are you for real, bro? Wait, what is going on over here? Anyway, let's actually take a quick peek over here what on the channels, and we're going to go for the debrief. Let's go for the debrief, guys. Let me actually put the sound setting so I can actually hear something while they speak. There we go.
Pour défendre.
Hello.
Hello, my friend.
Oh, Historia, I want to ask you, what is your opinion of this? I am a bit shocked. I am a bit shocked.
About what?
About what happened in the game.
I think it's just a bad decision of game plan. That's all.
Well, yeah, but how did it get there? You know, was it, I guess, the lack of information from the get-go that they still had the remap token and they didn't know about every other position?
I mean, I don't think it's an obvious remap. I just think it's game plan issues there.
I think the map is maybe a bit in favor of Ulyss. Just the left part of the map have to play like a really IRL and tall build order.
Yep. The mountain range, that safety for Egypt was insane.
Sadly, we have Phyrsos that open, you know, on 7 City. The COC team managed to deny all general, have Crusade on him. So it's over, but if Phyrsos managed to hold there, I think Chuck can do a lot on Navy, you know, because like America spawn is really garbage.
GG.
GG.
Congrats. GG.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congrats for the title. I won't hide that I'm disappointed, but you were better, so I think it's deserved on the final.
Damn.
Yeah.
3 wins in a row like this. How do you feel?
You don't have to rub it in, Michael.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
I think both of the other games were really close, right? So it's a bit anticlimactic.
Yeah. Well, the first one, I'm not sure if it's that close. But yeah.
I think the first was the closest of the 3.
I think the first one was really close.
Yeah?
Okay.
At least, like, there's just small margins in the first one that could have gone differently, that could have made the entire game really different. Like, I guess at the end it wasn't close, but I think, like, from the setup of the game, it was still really close, first one.
GG, guys. Good night.
GG.
GG, well played.
GG.
Would have loved to actually hear his opinion of what happened at his opening and what could have done differently.
I mean, I think he knows.
Well, yeah, but everybody else wants to know. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
I
it
think
just lost
everyone
the
else also
final,
knows.
so it's normal to be disappointed. You can blame it
Yeah.
for that.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, no, we know.
They all left. They don't come to debrief, Rom.
I don't know. I think they are talking between them.
Yeah, they're still talking. Astikos
Okay,
checking,
because I don't have vision on the channel, so I don't know if they.
Oh yeah, they are together.
Okay.
We were really surprised to not see Hazagi play on the Pangea game.
GG.
Astikos.
Well done. You outplayed us 3 times in a row. I would like to come here and say spawn diff, but it's not the case. So well played.
Thank you.
I think the mountain chain was really good for Morris, yeah. For Noob, right?
Well, the team was more in favor of remapping, but a call was made on the left that was an excellent map to play. So because Georgia Spawn was good, we said, okay, then we can play it if the left, because, you know, we wanted to remap for the left. And the left says, oh no, excellent spawn. It's super strong. So we're like, okay. Then we're like, but Colombia backlane. I'm like, well, my spawn is good. I can play. And so we played.
You have the Giants crossfire as well, I see.
Are you coastal, by the way? And
Yes.
Yes, I'm coastal. I have 2 cities on the coast and Georgia as well.
He has no.
Team
You have
this
3
4 card.
city on the coast, Astikos.
But are you going caravan?
Yes, that's true. Sorry?
No, it's Tamar going caravan.
Yes, Tamar.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, for us Astikos, like the map was a bit in favor of Ulyss, because like we said, America spawn was really bad, like really garbage.
I actually don't think so, by the way. Like
I think it's okay, yeah.
I can see like why you think it's bad, but I think for like early caravels, it's a pretty good spawn.
It's a decent spawn for rushing caravel, but you can't say
Easy
it's a
like
good
this.
spawn. You have no fresh water. Most of the land is how it's called, jungle, so the trap aren't really good. You settle your third city in 9 turn. 9 turn, man.
Yeah, but I mean, I have irrigation opening, and then I settle jade, so then
Yeah,
I'm plus
but
3
you
amenities the entire
didn't-
time.
You didn't see Colombia spawn.
Okay.
Like Colombia is on the coast on the other side, and he has like a really good coastal spawn actually.
Okay. I mean,
my spawn is
We
good,
will
like, I
lose
have
we will
good
lose the
tiles.
coast eventually, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. That's
I have-
okay.
I have good tiles and faith early game and good pantheon. Like I'm. So
I think we have
just
really,
can't
really
attack
good.
very easily somebody. I think I could attack on Yeneros, but
I mean,
Yeah.
just the fact that we can naval trade so easily, though, I think is like really good for us and makes a lot of the bad things about the spawn much more tolerable.
I mean, were you guys even making that much gold though?
No, they was not trading in coastal. Like they didn't put the setup. They was trading in land.
well, I just start to have my first traders like right now.
Yeah, that's because of your build order.
Yes, of course. But my build order was just to make a bit of money and Yeneros with a hole in the mountain, you know.
Yeah, I know, but on the other side, they are already making 600 GPT and like doing plays on the map. But yeah, for Rom and me, we was thinking like if Cree and Rom can hold, like you just gonna sweep them up on the navy later. But sadly,
GG, guys.
couldn't hold.
GG.
GG.
Yeah, we needed them to hold for sure. Like it's
GG, guys.
But it's probably not easy.
GG.
Yeah,
GG.
I think maybe Phyrsos just misread the situation here. But shit happens with stress and everything.
Yeah. So, GG. Yeah. I did a bad game, but I was so concerned about Scythia. You played well, and plus you had this land. I didn't know what to do against you. I
Thank you.
I didn't know because early encampment. I have my capital coastal maybe, and I think I have to avoid the coast totally, and focus on defending you on Arretium with the general, etc. But with your campuses, I was like, you're gonna knight trebuchet me, and I will do nothing because I will have no stat or anything, and I was so concerned about it during all the game since I saw your land, and
I understand why
well
you
played.
went city parks to get stats, right?
Yes.
I think it's just too slow though. I think
Yeah,
you're better off just running like Pingala and
Yeah,
I don't know,
think
but maybe you're right.
on for fight before turn 60, Pingala and Moksha are stronger, and if you just
Even-
want stat for turn 60 to 70, Liang is better.
Even if you don't have audience.
Yeah, even without
Because
audience.
you have the housing, and it's very important for growing your population. I mean, housing.
Oh, what was your building, Lege?
What?
What was your
We
government?
never got one.
I don't have. I don't have.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a free singular production in early game. You pillage my trade road. It's
Yeah, I think the trader was huge for us. And the killing the slinger.
so it was very painful for me.
Yeah, it was really rough. I mean, I got delayed like 8-9 turns on my first city, maybe
Oh,
more.
yeah. I didn't understand well. You send your warrior, your scout, and your other scout in one direction different, and you send your settler in the other one.
I mean,
For maximum scouting.
I mean, by chance, I
Efficiency,
saw
bro.
that like really nice
Yeah.
city, and then I saw Rome only has 30 combat strength. And I saw his warrior were going here, so I figured probably he has some other place to scout.
Mm.
But as it turns out, in the map, he doesn't really have much to scout, so it makes sense to go both in the same
Yeah.
direction, and then it's really awkward.
Yeah, and then you put
You
your
feel
settler in a
disappointed.
waypoint, and you were watching if you're actually gonna forget about it.
No, no.
I gotta say, what was the I gotta ask Astikos over there with his reaction about the giant causeway being 5 tiles away. He didn't know.
What? Sorry?
Yeah,
The-
you scoot it really. You saw the wonder really early, right, Astikos?
No, I didn't go in this direction to scout.
Okay, because like when we did check turn 22 or something like that, you did saw the wonder already.
It was Chuck that scouted it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not me. It's Chuck who scooted it.
Okay, and
With
you
me, I
did
went
already
left
settle
directly
by
because
3
I-
before?
No, but I don't think that's the best B3 because you're
Okay.
thinking of the culture. First, I didn't see the turtles on it,
Mm.
and you see the bonus cultures, but I had bonus cultures on plantations.
Yeah.
So I don't think
Because-
because then the problem is I wanted to leave some coastal cities to Chuck so that he can play naval. So if I put my B3 here, I can't make a settler from this city. And I wanted to go towards the mountains to have better campuses and to buy tiles to go through the mountains.
Yeah, I understand you wanna go on Egypt, but like when we saw the map with Worm, like I know it's not your playstyle and your favorite gameplay, but we was thinking you was the one to go on the navy because like your free first city have like decent harbor with lake and access to the coast. And you have like a good spawn for playing the coast there. And we was
Yeah,
thinking
I mean,
like
I agree. We discussed. We knew somebody has to take
Okay.
the coast. Somebody should not take it. My thinking was generals are on the tunnel, so I was gonna get an encampment in the tunnel and try to push Egypt. I think one of us has to play the land and one has to play the coast. And
Yeah, I
Chuck
agree
was
on
fine
that.
to play the coast, so
I agree on that, and I understand that since your profile and your skill is a lot better in land, you do this choice. But like when when we see the map, the position, and everything, like if we don't see who is playing Colombia and who is playing Tamar, I think you going Navy and Tamar going Kevzur on Egypt was a bit better.
it's
But,
true that it could have been a beautiful cave shore push on Shedet.
But anyway, it would have been too late in the game after what happened on the left.
And I don't think a cave shore push. I mean, cave shore is good, but if I'm doing cave shore push, I completely avoid the costs.
Yeah.
And in the long run, it's not good for the late game.
No, if you do Kevzor push, it's Astikos that go on the coast. That's the point, because he had like a really good setup to go on the coast directly with Arbor and internal trader. But it's not his gameplay, so I understand.
Well, GG, well played. Congratulations again to both teams, actually. First of all, for getting here and for COC to win this. That's quite a feat.
Well, at least we won one.
It was us last time we played, so...
At least it's not 3-0.
Well, last time you won 2 games.
I think it was a good season. I think you guys did a lot of innovation this season as well with the eco lines. I don't think anyone else was doing this before, right?
In France, everyone was doing it.
Everyone? I see,
Yeah.
I see. But Phyrsos wasn't. At least I don't think so.
I think so.
The games that we played, at least.
Okay. For me, everyone is doing economic alliance in France.
Okay.
Like
And commercial free ink is something that French teams do a lot more, right?
Yeah.
The Russians love that as well. I think.
Anyway, GG. See you guys.
GG guys.
So there we heard it from both teams about what happened in the game. We did need to congratulate CWC, Change of Circumstance, for winning this tournament, Season 8, CWC Season 8. I'm going to contact them and, of course, get that information over there to send them the prize. And hopefully we're going to see each other in the CCCs, where, of course, we do have, if I remember correctly, 11 clans, actually, 10, 11 clans registered. And we do need to see exactly how the schedule is going to be displayed over there. We are just gonna have it in a few days of more detailed journeying, and it's gonna be fine. We did get the logo today. I found finally some time to actually make that logo, and hopefully, well, you're gonna like it. Have a good evening, everybody, and thank you so much for everything. I do hope, of course, if you're coming up from YouTube, you're gonna throw this a thumbs up. Much appreciated for the likes, for the subs, for the bits, for everything. Thank you so much, guys, and I do hope we're gonna see each other in the next streams. I'm still waiting to see when the next stream is gonna be. Remember, this is gonna be the CCC weekend. I might not be able to stream a lot of the times because, well, I need to get my energy up for the weekend. Thank you so much for everything, and don't forget to click that subscribe button on YouTube to get notifications over there, and to click the little bell so you get the messages from YouTube when I put a video up. Thank you so much for everything. Let's see each other next time. Bye bye bye.
Big man.